Blessings, soul family. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Ascended Astrology. I am your host, Kathy Reed, bioquantum practitioner, master gene coder, and divine oracle. I'm doing a coded card reading for the week of May 19th through the 25th. That's next week. The frequency as I was picking the cards is just a high vibe. The theme is listening from the fourth level of consciousness. This reading is inspired by the teachings of Jules Arness, founder and creator of Bioquantum and the owner of the Accelerated Ascension Academy. We are just going to use this evolution symbol and the technology to just read the cards. The first card is at 7. It's you right now at the awakening level of Libra, the messenger. Code 7 at this level is standing strong in your beliefs, spiritual clarity, perceiving beyond illusions, and standing in one's own convictions and maintaining your spiritual clarity. Then we're going to go to that 2. This is the second code. This is actually reflection. And it is an 18-9 at the embodiment level of Sagittarius, the illusion breaker. Code 9 at the embodiment level is the ability to comprehend and integrate new concepts into a state aligned with core intelligence. And what I mean by that, the intelligence is moving the frequency. It's like you're moved out of that awakening level and moving totally into the expression where you're allowing the divine to transmit. So we are moving into what's hidden and what you need to know. This is the 28-1 at the mastery level of Aries, and it is the innovator. Code 1 at this master level enables you to embody the divine design. You are no longer guided solely by words, but through transmission, unlocking clarity and insight. And then we're moving right along to that 4th code. And this is co-creation with the divine. This is a 25-7 at the mastery level of Libra, the messenger. Code 7 at the mastery level bridges the intelligence of source with actionable guidance, allowing for clear communication and teaching from those higher levels of consciousness. You're out of the looping cycle and you're really bringing in a new level, and you immediately recognize illusion at this mastery level. Now we're moving up to the 5th position, and this is particles of possibility at the 17-8 embodiment level of Scorpio, the magician. Code 8 at the embodiment level symbolizes the number 8 being timeless, intelligence, aligned with wealth and abundance, suggesting creation is accessed rather than forced. At this level, it's particles of possibility. And so it's saying you've moved out of the looping cycle and you're moving into a higher level of expression. Now the top card is the particles of probability with these cards. And there are 2 cards there because anytime you have a 10, the 0 is a placeholder, and you have to pick another card, or you're invited to pick another card to just add more information. You've got 2 codes. The first code, the 1, is at the embodiment level. And then the second code is the awakening level of Taurus, the communicator. And so code 1 at the embodiment level is the gateway to unlocking clarity and insights. Because you moved out of the awakening level and into the next level, you're inviting the divine to show you, to speak through you. And so then the more information is, it's that code 2 at the awakening level, and it opens creative dialogue and communication. And so this is your reading of the basic reading for this week's. And now we're going to stop the share. Now we're getting ready to go to the divine inner shift. This is that inner workings, because the truth is, in this reading, you're listening from the 4th and 5th levels of consciousness. And what we've done here is we've brought in the frequencies of the Lu, the Ska, and the 33. And we're just going to see what those 2 Lu frequencies are doing, what the 2 Ska frequencies are doing, and the 2 scalar frequency. And then we're going to bring in the Ohm code to shift the frequency into neutrality. Now let's kind of go into depth with this divine inner reading. And so what I'm feeling with this, we have 2 Lu frequencies, and you can see on this slide, that is the Lu. The cards in the position is the upper pyramid of light. You've got the 1 and the 2 moving over to the 18 and then over to the 25. Let's kind of give you what the upper triangle of light, what we're going to read, and I'll tell you why I've split these 2 slides. So the upper pyramid of light, which is the one on the left, is the evolution technology, the 5 levels of consciousness and the 5 light bodies. What level are you resonating with as you're listening to this reading? Reflect where you are, frequency, and consciously connect. It's time to reassess with fresh eyes and keep it neutral. So let's read what the bottom triangle of light, because what we're going to do is we're going to take the 2 Lus, the 2 Skas, and the 2 scalars. And so the bottom triangle of light holds the technology of the 7 rainbow elements and the divine God sphere. These are gateways that empower you to overcome limitations and transition into the quantum field at your highest frequency. So let's read the 2 Lus. It is the -1 and the -2 shifting to the +1. And this is the frequency that's shifting, and it's really creating a new spin state. Letting go of how you have been expressing in the looping pattern and attuning to a higher level of mastery, sensing the divine invitation. So the Lu is the luminous, and it is inviting you into looking at just a different perspective. Then we're going to go to the 2 Ska frequencies, and it is the -9 shifting and moving into that +8. And this is the Ska, and it's connecting to the rainbow technology, and it's turning on these codes into neutrality. It's choosing to clear negative brain loops and attuning to a higher frequency in flow without resistance. And so those are your 2 Ska frequencies. Now we're going to move into the 2 scalar frequencies. And the scalar frequencies are the -7 shifting to the positive seven. And that's very significant because the negative seven is distraction, keeps your daily routine slooping. And it's asking you to attune and focus on developing a higher spiritual perspective. Choose to receive messages intentionally because the divine is giving you them to you all the time. So we're going to just connect to the heart because now we're going to bring in the divine Om code and we're going to shift your frequency and allow it to spin into a higher spin state. So we're going to connect to the heart. We're going to move it up into the pineal gland. And we're going to take that master cell, because this is a reading that's being done for everybody. And we're going to put it in the pineal and we're going to allow it to just change and spin at a faster rate. And so the divine Om code to shift this frequency is +1, +2, +9, +7, +8, and +1. And you've got 2 1s, which are bookending, and then you've got the 2 7s. And what we're doing is we're shifting neutrality. And so you've moved the 1 and the 2. And as you're moving into that +9, you're bringing in those 7s. You're bringing in the 7s so that the messages are coming in. And then it's really creating the miracle frequency pattern. And then it's bringing you into a higher level. It's like you're starting over. And you always bring an I am card because the I am card helps you bridge. And the card that was chosen is the 42, which is that 6. It's bringing in the soul family and bringing in this new frequency. It's I am the first. Your new normal is self actualization. So this is your divine I am card. And we're using one DMT code for this reading. It is actually code 33. It's the avatar master of frequency of light and matter, shaping realities through coherent consciousness and aligning them with your radiance to make miracles a normal part of your reality. And so connect, because with this reading today, what's happening is we've gone to that level 5.0. And so now we're just going to bring in a summary to connect to. So this is your summary of next week's frequency. The card reading conveys that as messengers, we are invited to embody the divine, serving as conduits of source wisdom while reconnecting with our inner divine essence. Each new beginning carries the promise of greater purpose, achievable through co-creation and collaboration. Let us nurture connections, share our aspirations, and work together to create a compassionate world as we embark on this new journey. What we're actually seeing with this card reading is that we've taken it to a different level. We've upgraded and moved into that frequency of 5.0. And so I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you would like to like and subscribe, you will give me the time and energy to bring you more content. Thank you. I love you. It is done.